These are the Sony XB950BT Bluetooth headphones. Hardly a catchy or memorable name, but that's the way Sony rolls. These Bluetooth headphones are a mid-range model. Definitely more expensive than the cheap ones you can find on Amazon, but not in the same price range as some offerings from Bose and Beats. But how do they compare? First of all, let's take a look at the specs. The headphones have 40mm drivers offering a frequency range of 3Hz to 28kHz when wired and 20Hz to 20kHz when used over Bluetooth. Connectivity is either Bluetooth or NFC for compatible phones, which allow even easier pairing. It promises a 10-meter range and up to 20 hours battery life with the inbuilt rechargeable battery that charges with a micro USB cable. It also offers a bass boost, promising the feel of club sound. As with most Bluetooth headphones, it has basic music player controls and a microphone for taking phone calls. The build quality is quite impressive. It's a mixture of plastic and metal, but unlike a lot of plastic headphones, it doesn't creak or make a lot of noise when you're moving around. The earpads are thick, soft and very comfortable. It's also nice that they are actually ear-shaped, which means they fit very well. Even if you don't have a phone with NFC, pairing over Bluetooth is quick and easy. Once paired, the devices tend to remember each other, so when you turn your headphones on again, they'll automatically connect. Now these headphones aren't without their issues. Cosmetically, they look really good, and if you've got a massive head like I do, they look okay. If you're someone with a smaller head, however, then they're going to look a little bit out of place. In terms of sound, they're actually quite well balanced without the extra bass boost. The sound is warm and all frequencies are heard clearly. The highs are quite crisp with a good low end. Mids aren't overpowering either. I compared these to the slightly cheaper Sony MDR ZX770BN and the difference was clear. Even for a £50 price difference, the XB950s are far superior. I highly recommend playing around with the EQ settings on your music player to get the sound you're looking for. There is a noticeable difference between using the headphones with a cable and using them over Bluetooth. However, don't let this put you off because they still sound fantastic. Now one thing is noticeable when you're using these over Bluetooth. There is a very slight hiss that you will hear in between tracks or when there's quieter parts of the songs. Generally it's not quite noticeable, but you do pick up on it from time to time. These headphones shine when watching films. The rumble from those bass frequencies is very cinematic and very impressive. So let's talk about this bass boost option. I'm going to come out right now and say that for me personally it's ridiculous. Without this mode there is plenty of bass and I can't imagine any type of music sounding good with such overwhelming bass on it. But I guess there are some people out there that this will appeal to. I'll definitely be leaving this off though. The buttons on the headphones are easy to find whilst wearing them and responsive too. You're able to change the volume, change tracks, play, pause and answer any incoming phone calls. Phone calls are clear, although not as good as using wired headphones or the phone itself. The one disappointment I had with these is they don't come with any sort of protective case, so you'll need to buy a third-party one. I'll recommend a few in the description below. These headphones are fantastic value for money. In fact, it's quite difficult to pick out any headphones in the same price bracket that sound better. In fact, these are quite comparable to more expensive headphones like those from Bose. People's taste in headphones are so subjective. I can't stress enough how important it is that you go to a store and try some out. When I went to the store, I had intended to buy a completely different pair of Bluetooth headphones, but came away with these as they impressed me the most in this price range. So that's my review of the Sony XB950BT headphones. If you found this video useful, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video.